Michael Brandsegg-Nygård, welcome to North America, and pro hockey debut expected to happen tomorrow night here in Rockford.
That's right, thank you.
Excited about it?
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to play on the small rink. I played a couple of games back home. We have a small rink back home, so I'm a little used to it, so it's not that big of a difference, but yeah.
It's got to look small to you, though, when you look behind you and, you know, coming out of Sweden where you played on 200 by 100 foot rinks. Not quite like some of those guys growing up in Sweden that did it all their lives. Like you said in Norway, you played on smaller ice surface, so, but still it's going to be an adjustment for you.
Yeah, it is. I played the last 3 years in Sweden, so of course it's going to be a difference, so just get used to it.
All right. You're Norwegian. In fact, the highest draft pick ever out of Norway. And there have been some pretty good players come out of there. Not a ton of them, but some pretty good ones, especially Mats Zuccarello.
Yeah.
But you got to be a pretty proud guy to have been picked 15th overall, highest Norwegian ever.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a really big accomplishment for me and hopefully for Norway too. I hope to be like, if I can make it to the NHL and have a good career there, I hope to make other kids back in Norway motivated by that, the same as Zuccarello has been for me, so I hope to be a role model as him. Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be excited to hear you say, if I make Detroit. You don't have that built in, like, I'm going to be there, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know you've got work to do, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not playing there now, so of course I have some to work on.
But you felt good about the camp last year. I mean, certainly you drew some rave reviews, and a lot of folks are thinking you've got a really good chance not only to play in the NHL, but be a very good player in the NHL.
I mean, it's cool to hear people talk about that, so that's just a big motivation for me to keep working hard and accomplish those goals and what people are talking about.
All right, what have you heard about Grand Rapids? Anything from the guys about what to expect when you get there and what kind of a city it is and the fans and all that stuff?
I mean, I heard it's a good city, and I heard when I was watching the game yesterday, the other guys was talking about that we have a good fans and good people are watching, so I'm excited to get back to GR and play there.
So you know, I think there's been 47 Norwegians that have played pro hockey, and only a handful of them have played in the National Hockey League. You'll become the third Norwegian to play in Grand Rapids, joining Ole Christian Tollefsen and Anders Myhrvold.
Aha!
Isn't that amazing?
I didn't know that.
You know those guys?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Tollefsen was the junior coach for the national team this year and last year, so I know him well. And Myhrvold was the GM for my home team, so I know him well.
Everybody thinks the guys from Norway are Vikings from way back in the 12th century and 13th century, but it's actually Scandinavian, right? It's Sweden, it's Norway, and it's Denmark. Are all kind of considered in that Viking category, right?
Yeah, that's right. I think Iceland too, so yeah.
Iceland, yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's talk about the nickname, Taxi.
Taxi,
Where'd that come from?
It was actually, I'm Taxi Junior, so it's actually my dad that's been called Taxi because his parents, my grandparents, both drove taxi for work when he was playing hockey back home, so every practicing game he always came to the rink in a taxi, so that's just how the nickname came.
Talk about going to Sweden now, coming out of Norway, the decision to play in Sweden, what was behind that?
Felt like it was just the right step for me to live by myself there and play some, it's not bad in Norway, but some better hockey in Sweden. So it was between playing for the men's team back home in Norway or play 1 year more in juniors in Sweden. So I felt like that was better for me to get more ice time than in Sweden than in Norway. So yeah.
Do you know how excited people in Detroit and Wings Nation are for you and Axel Sandin-Pellikka to join the Red Wings? I mean, you guys are the talk of the town as far as the future is concerned.
I mean, I heard some of it. Some guys have sent me something on X and stuff, so I'm just excited to be here, and hopefully I'm not a disappointment.
How good's that Pellikka kid?
He's really good. He's calm with the puck and so smooth, so it's really nice to play with.
All right, you guys got a chance to watch last night's game. Before we let you go here, talk about what you saw, what you expect when you make your debut in Rockford on Friday night.
What's that?
What do you expect? I mean, what did you see in the game last night? Were there any surprises? The level of play, the speed of the game?
I mean, I played some exhibition games before this in the preseason, so I have I know a little what to expect, but I feel like it's going to be physical, and of course it's a smaller rink, so have a little, not as much time back in Sweden maybe, so just try to get used to that, and yeah. And I like the physical part too. I feel like that's one of my biggest strengths, so trying to do that too.
Actually, yesterday we talked, and you were, the whole time it seemed like your head was on a swivel. Your fellow Swedes were in the background trying to get you distracted. But I don't see any of them around right now.
Yeah, it's probably the best way to do an interview, not having those guys bugging me.
Okay, let's talk about what you guys witnessed last night. You and Michael got a chance to watch the game last night. What did you see? Any surprises in the game last night?
Not really. I think it was a little bit like we expected. It's a fast game. You got to make quick decisions. So that's one thing I saw that I think is going to be important when you get to play tomorrow. So looking forward to it. What
are your thoughts about making your pro debut here in North America tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun playing with the boys here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You know, you and I talked yesterday about that adjustment to the North American ice sheet, a little narrower, same length. But when you look behind you, having played all year in Sweden for the most part, it looks small to you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, first time I jumped on the ice, I maybe thought it was a little joke. Like, it is a big difference, like when you're used to the big ice. But like the practice today was like back to normal, so got used to it pretty quick, I think.
You know, one of the things we talked about yesterday too was you know, your idol Nick Lidstrom. You know, you guys converse a lot, but we didn't talk about Nick Kronwall, who Lidstrom's not necessarily on the ice with you, but Kronwall's been kind of a mentor for you, and he's been coaching you along here, hasn't he, over in Sweden?
Oh yeah, he's the player development guy in Europe, so he's been up to Skellefteå a couple of times and going on the ice with me and Mickey, and or just me, giving me some clappers, and wish he would tell me how to hit like him, but he probably takes that in the future.
Yeah, he's pretty famous back home, isn't he, with the Kronwalling, as they used to call it?
Oh yeah, not only that, he was a terrific player when he played too, so he got inducted into the Hall of Fame in Sweden just a couple of weeks ago when I was with the national team, so yeah, he's a great player.
What's it like talking to Nick Lidstrom? I mean, what's going on in your mind when you're talking to one of the most famous and great hockey players of all time from your home country?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to wrap your head around what they've actually done on the ice out there. So yeah, it's cool.
So yeah, the one thing, you know, talking about Kronwall, talking about Lidstrom, Red Wings. You're not old enough to really remember the heydays when they were winning all the Stanley Cups. In fact, the last cup you were, I think, 5 years old, something like that.
Probably.
But in Sweden, Detroit, the Red Wings are one of the more popular NHL teams, right? Given all the great Swedes that have gone through there over the years.
Oh yeah, I think you can tell. There's a lot of kids that are going around with Detroit hats. So the Swedes have done a big impact there, and in Sweden too, playing for Detroit. So it's cool.
And there's a lot there now. How excited are you to join Edvinsson and to join, you know, Marco Kasper, who played, of course, in Sweden, Lucas Raymond, Albert Johansson, Elmer Soderblom. I mean, man, those guys are just waiting for Axel Sandin-Pellikka to get up there with them, play for the Red Wings.
Oh yeah, you know, we got to make the team first. So you know, we have a tough camp ahead that we got a chance to make the team. So we'll see what happens. But you know, that's one of my goals, to get up there and play with the big guys. So yeah, and it's fun. It's starting to be a little Swedish powerhouse up there. So yeah.
We'll finish up on something we talked about yesterday as well, and that is you're not on social media anymore, so you kind of got away from that. But you still, I'm sure, have heard the buzz about, you know, how anticipated your arrival in North America is for Red Wing fans. You and Brandsegg-Nygård, Detroit fans are really fired up right now about you two guys. What are your thoughts about that?
Just fun. I haven't really thought about it that much. Haven't wrapped my head around it, but I'm just coming here to try and help the team as much as I can and play my hockey. So I'm looking forward to transitioning to the smaller ice here and playing with Grand Rapids.
You might be surprised when you get to Detroit just how many people are going to recognize you on the streets even before you even play your first game there. I mean, that's just how popular you are right now back with the Wings fans.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Getting the Red Wings back to glory.
Exactly.
Stanley Cups in the future.
Yes.